Another day, another door for my Advent Calendar video series. Number 13 is around the corner. So that means I have to pick a topic for today's video. Hello everyone, my name is Vintage Gaudi. In case if you don't know me, I'm a YouTuber about vintage toys, mainly Polly Pockets, Barbies, My Little Ponies and everything from the 80s and 90s. But also if I find something from the 60s, 70s or from the early 2000s, most likely I will pick it up. So you got a whole variety of my collection in these videos. I try to show you as much as possible, but of course I cannot show you everything. So I had to come up with some topics, especially for this Advent Calendar video series. Number 13, let's pick the topic for it. So it is slowly getting less and less in here. So less and less papers, less and less notes. And yes, I'm not cheating, so each day is also a surprise day for me. Let's pick one. Let's go with this one here. So, we got a note. What is it? Oh, we got something 70s. 70s beach-themed girls, which means beach-themed Barbies from the 70s. You must know that I don't have a large collection of 60s and 70s Barbies because I rarely find them at flea markets and thrift stores where I mainly go and collect or buy the stuff. I'm not online auctioning or online purchase. I do online purchases, yes, but I prefer to find my dolls at flea markets and thrift stores or eventually in trades. And so 70s, I don't have much, and I had to come up with an idea. How can I show you the most of my collections, but not to do an ultra large, unnecessary long video, because I'm not showing you all the dolls, but I had to decide and I picked like the 70s beach Barbies, which is kind of an interesting theming actually looking back, because it is winter, cold, and I'm coming with beach dolls. So yes, I do have the most of the 70s Barbies are actually my beach Barbies, or they look like beach. So they're not specifically themed like beach or like, for example, Malibu Barbies. It's for me also beach line, right? Or something like that. So that is meant with the beach Barbies. I would say let's pack the stuff. Let's turn the camera around and let's pick the girls for this video. Here we go with the 70s kind of beach dolls that I have in my collection. They just do not have necessarily to be like a beach doll in particular, but their names kind of sort of resembles for me like something beachy theme, so they give beach vibes. I don't think they were released specific like as beach dolls, but since the names have something like Malibu, you know, beach, or sunset or something like that, I thought it would be really nice to put them in a video. And since I don't have many of 70s dolls, I think that's a really great variety that I have. You see, I got some Skippers, I got a blonde one, and I got two Christies. The most of them are doubles, but still I want to show you them in this video. I would say we're starting actually with Skipper. Yeah, none of them are in their original outfits. Unfortunately, I have never come across their original outfits, so they are just in somewhat fashions that I just had as a double or so. So this one here is Skipper. She is what I think the Sunset Malibu Skipper from 1974. In case if I'm saying something wrong, please correct me in the comment section down below. That is how I inventoried them back then, but it could have been that it is not that doll that I thought it is, so you can correct me down in the comment section. But I think this is the 1974 Sunset Malibu Skipper, which I would say the name says it is something like beach themed. She was released originally with a bikini in orange color, so she got a top in orange and some bottoms or some shorts in orange. That is how she was released. I found her actually 2 years ago at the 24 Hours Flea Market, which was amazing, a total unexpected find, you know, a classic cardboard box there, some newer dolls on top, and while grabbing through the newer dolls underneath, she was there. So really amazing find, and I'm so happy to have her in my collection. Fashion wise, I don't know what she's wearing. This is, I guess, not any Skipper outfit, I believe, knockoff or something like that. She's also not in very best conditions. She got here a huge scratch on the knee, bend and snap knees, really amazing. And this is her face with the hair. So this fiber of the hair, I don't know what it is called, but this fiber really indicates 70s dolls actually. She has also the inventory number for me, so she's 70.4, which means she's quite an early doll that I had in my collection. So yeah, 2 years ago is quite early when I started collecting. So I believe it was 3 years ago when I started collecting, but that was just slowly starting, and 2 years ago was when I really was into collecting more Barbies. Anyways, I do have her. I really like her style, or kind of her hair fiber, which is interesting and typical 70s. Absolutely gorgeous. Then I do also have the same one, so she's technically a double. I got this one here too, which is also the Sunset Malibu Skipper, with the same face as her, I believe. So yeah, they have the same color scheme. Also second-hand doll. She's not in very best condition. She got here like a spot on her forehead, a lighter spot. Don't know what happened to that, but I believe it must have been something plasticky, kind of, yeah, the plastic ingredients that were not the best, but also it could be sun damage or whatever. Anyways, I got her. Also in terms of hair, she has a little bit cut hair, but slightly longer as that doll. Anyways, she's wearing this fashion pack, which I think is it the So Active fashion pack from Skipper? I have found that many times, so she's wearing a double of it, and I think it looks really cool. Also, the same doll as this one here should come with an orange bikini. Unfortunately, I don't have that bikini for her, so really sad, but I'm happy to have at least some 70s skippers in my collections. You must consider that 60s and 70s dolls are still super hard to find in Switzerland. They're rarer, they are more so after, and whenever I find one at a flea market or a thrift store for a good price, then I will pick her up, even though I do have now a double of it. Now we're coming to this doll actually, which I'm not sure. I inventoried her as the Sunset Malibu Barbie, also from the year 1974, same line as the Skipper Sunset Malibu line, but here is an issue. She looks super familiar with the standard European Barbie or the standard Barbie, which makes for me really difficult to identify this doll. I believe someone of my followers, identified her as the Sunset Malibu Barbie, but I could be wrong. Also, she's not wearing the original outfit. She's wearing the outfit from the Tropical Barbie that I had as a double. She should come actually with a swimsuit that is more into red, so red pink. From this doll there was also a blue version released which had like a bluish dress, but it is not her. I believe she is the one that had this red to orange swimsuit. So there were many releases of that doll. Not sure, but I could be wrong, but I think it is her. So from the color scheme of the eyes, from everything, she looks super familiar to the standard European Barbie, but I think she goes in direction to Sunset Malibu or something like that. 1974, so like the same line as Skipper as well. And as I mentioned, the wrong swimsuit. Unfortunately, I didn't find her swimsuit yet, so I hope to come across it one day. But till then, I'm so happy to have a 70s doll, an original 70s doll. Hair-wise, I'm not sure if... Yeah, the hair has been cut a little bit, right? So she should have longer hair. But anyways, still long enough to be a great doll, which I absolutely love. Now, my highlights are actually the Malibu Barbie, Christie. My highlights are actually the Malibu Christie. I am lucky enough to have two of them in my collection. Also, both of them are missing the original outfits, but she would have been released in a yellow outfit. The first doll that I have found was actually at the Think Pink Barbie event this year, and I had to pick her up. She was quite expensive, but still a really nice doll. Totally love her. This Christie is absolutely gorgeous with the yellow dress in color combo from her dark skin. Really, really amazing. This is her face, and also something interesting is she has here painted on hair actually. Then the rooting starts, but she has not rooted hair down there. So that is kind of interesting. Totally love it. She's the number 7015 in my inventory, Malibu Christie from the year 1974 to 1976. I don't know which version she is, but she came with a yellow swimsuit similar to that one, but it is not. So I gave her this yellow, I think is fashion fun fashion, I believe, or fun to dress fashion. No, I believe it is fashion fun fashion. The yellow version should come with a belt actually, but since I had it double, I gave it to her because she was originally released with a yellow swimsuit. Totally love this line. Super random to have Christie's because I have found this Christie actually. Oh no, I found her online. So actually, this is from the Beate Think Pink store, which can be that it was from the US, and this one here is from online, from that one collector who passed away, and his relatives kind of got rid of all his Barbies, and he had also some US dolls. So I'm not sure if the Malibu Christie was only released in the US or if it made its appearance also in Europe. Absolutely not sure about it, but it could be that it was just a US release. However, I found her online from that one collector. So happy to have a second one. She has also cut hair a little bit. I gave her this sort of ponytail, which I thought would fit her perfectly. Same color scheme of the eyes, same eye makeup. Absolutely love this Christy face. Really great. Body wise, she has definitely discolored body, while this one here is in a little bit better condition. What says the body? 1966, Mattel Inc., US patent pendant, made in Korea. So she might be from the US. Does this one here say the same? Oh, she says just Mattel Inc., 1966, Korea. So they have also different bodies, but I think they are really, really pretty. I really hope to find one day their original swimsuits, but till then I'm happy to have something yellowish that I can give them. And this swimsuit, I don't know where this is actually from, but it looks super similar to the original that she came. Just she had like a little neckline on the original one, and here the seaming would be more in the rounder shape. But well, I got this one here and I think it is really pretty on her. On this doll. Hopefully I will find one day all the matching outfits that belong to them so I can put them into my collection. And of course I hope that I told you everything right, because sometimes it is really hard. The 70s dolls do have eye screenings that look so similar that it's really difficult to find out if it is that doll or that doll or that doll if the fashions is not included. Sometimes the fashions, when you have the doll and the fashions to it, they help you identify the doll actually, because you say, oh, well, here is the fashion, then it must be that doll, clearly, right? But it is not always the case. I super often find the dolls naked, without any fashions, and so, yeah, I have to kind of playing lotto to get the right doll. So I think she is the Sunset Malibu Barbie. I think these two are the Sunset Malibu Skippers from 1974, and I'm pretty sure these are the Malibu Christies from 1974 to 1976. These are all my beach line dolls from the 70s, or beachy themed dolls from the 70s that have my collection. I would love to have more, but well, since it is hard to find them out in the wild, I'm happy to have at least, well, 5 of it, even though some are double. So technically I just have 1, 2, 3 doll lines, but 5 dolls. So quite happy about it. What do you think? Do you have any of these dolls? Do you want to have them in your collection? Write me down in the comment section down below. So I really hope you like this video. Please go and check out my videos on my YouTube channel. Click the subscribe button, and we see us tomorrow with door number 14. Bye!